Welcome to the Little Playhouse. Da-da-da-da. It's the Axis and Allied Global 40 variant Season 5. The war is over. Yeah. It ain't Christmas, but it is over. The war is over. Oh, look at this, baby. Oh. After 12 rounds. So that translates into what, 6 years of war. If you go by half a year for each turn. So 6 years, so it would be what, 1946 is the game ends. Starting in 1940, our G40 variant. Very good. This is the way our variant went. We started with China first, and then Germany second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and 8 is the Far East Command, which took over. The British Pacific and ANZAC put together as one economy and one turn, and of course, France is always last. And what we did was also. What else do we do? Oh yeah, we adopted the anniversary style of rolling for techs, and so with that, PILOTO got 2 techs from the whole game. He got long-range aircraft and jet power, whereas Germany got war bonds. And so what else? I think that's all of the variants, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is. Oh yeah, one more condition. The third one is our game would end if 2 Axis capitals would have been taken down. And that's what happened. Berlin and Italy took down. Otherwise, the out-of-box rules would have all 3 capitals had to be taken down, but that's just too long. So that's what we agreed to. So those are the 3 conditions we did for our game. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's all for the. And of course, the box version still with the Axis power had to take a certain amount of victory cities, but they didn't even come close in this version. That was out of the box too. So those are the 3 that we adopted for this game. So it was pretty fun. Yeah, let's see. The players were. Let's see. Let's start from here. PILOTO 51 as the U.S. PROZACH as Mother Russia, created by Larry Harris. CORPORAL CLEGG as Germany and Italy, where this WARDEN was pretty much the British. We had to switch over to being SYBIL WARDEN because LT couldn't finish the game because he had a ton of busy work schedule. So SYBIL WARDEN took over as SYBIL WARDEN as Japan for the last few rounds. And ENDERMAN 103 couldn't finish either, so CORPORAL CLEGG had to take over his Germany as well. And of course, me. Pretty much Far East Command and the French. I had to take over Japan the last few turns, which is no big deal because they weren't doing anything in the last few rounds anyways. Just building up. Oh, well, this was a great game. And so, like I mentioned, Berlin has fallen, along with Rome. In fact, Warden's British took over Rome and Berlin, but he had help with Berlin. They had to come in 3 waves. First the Russians and the Americans, and the third wave was the British. Ugh. This is how it went. Let's see, 3 waves. The British, first it was the Russians, the Russians, the Americans, and the British Going against what? How many? You're going against... Well, I'm not going to indicate all the stuff that was... Well, maybe I will. No, I won't. It's just that Berlin was defended in this round 12 by all this. This is what, 358 IPC's worth of Axis units defending Berlin. And that all went down. Let me see. Let me check this out here. And to take that 358 worth of IPC units out of Berlin, 3 waves. See, first the Americans. No, that was first the Russians with all those tanks, over 32 tanks, 2 planes, 4 dive bombers, a mech. And their first wave, they failed. Second was the Americans. They have coming in? They have 7 men coming in with 20 tanks, 4 mechs, 1 bomber, and 4 planes. And with the British, which finally took it over, if you saw Warden's turn, they took it out with 18 casualties of British troops. So that adds up to what? 523 Allied units just to take out 358 Axis units in Berlin. Oh, almost twice. Maybe. And this was the remaining of the any significant battles in round 12. It was in Palo Islands. PILOTO tried to take that stuff out. There was 3 scramblers as well, but it survived with 3 other scramblers of Japan, plus their cruiser and destroyer and the transport still remaining. But they lost 2 carriers and a sub. Whereas PILOTO lost a carrier, 4 subs, 2 destroyers, and I think it was 2 jet fighters as well. Nice. So that's the casualties. So those battles of round 12 significant battles in this round. So very good. So let's see. And now the Japan situation, it was pretty holed up in Tokyo, Australia area, because I adopted, me and PILOTO adopted just contain Japan the last 2 rounds, so they won't go anywhere. And so civil war finally broke out in round 12. That's when PILOTO attacked them, but civil war survived in Palau Islands. And I would have, since the war is over, there's not really no use of attacking him now. Of course, I don't feel like it to. But if I wanted to, I would send 9 subs. Because those 3 transfers, cruiser and destroyer, and maybe or maybe not. Warden would send scramblers as well. I think he would have. But I think I would have taken down all those shipping with 9. How do you say, 9 subs going in there? Because in the second round, Civil Warden wouldn't have that destroyer, and I would have just probably taken out his transports in the end. So I would have taken all that shipping out if I wanted to. And I would, of course, PILOTO taking some of Australia, I would have taken Queensland, South Australia, and I would have taken back New Guinea as well. And taken out that little shipping in 42 as well. That's what I would have done. But that's neither here or there. Who cares? Okay, so that's the situation here in Europe. Really, Germany's practically totally gone in units. Italy still has a sub in the Baltics. That's their only unit. That is their only unit. And the only territory they still control is Italian Somaliland. But who cares about that one? It's worthless. So, Germany and Italy are out of the game. They're at 0 in the charts. Let's see. Let's see. America is at 69 from their original starting mark of 52. So that was what? That would be 17 IPCs they gone up in the whole war from their 52. Not counting NOs, of course. And let's see. Second one would be WARDEN's Britain. Jolly old England, don't you know? It would win the individual winner at 52 since they started at 28. So I think it translates into 24 IPCs they've gone up from the original starting mark of 28. And with PROZACH, Mother Russia, they're at 45 from their original mark of 37. So that'd be 8 IPCs, I believe it is. They're going up in the whole war. And my Far East Command, the FEEX, from the original 27 is up to 32. So that's 5 IPCs that gone up. And China, they almost doubled their score from 12 to 23 IPCs. So they go up a lot. I believe 11 in IPCs. And with the French capital recapture of Paris, they hold steady at 19 IPCs, the original starting mark. Whereas Japan, they're one from their original, I think it's 26, I believe it is. So they're 1 down, they're -1 at 25 in IPC charted. So very good. So this is like I usually do in my end of war recaps. I'm going to indicate all this. The casualties lost in the whole entire war. Okay, let me start with the Axis first. In number of IPC losses, Germany would take first place. They lost 303 in Berlin alone in this round. And total IPC losses in round 12. Puts up at the only one at the 1,000 club, 1,023 marks of IPC combat unit losses, including convoys and damages to the factories as well. So let's see what they have lost. Let's see. Excuse me, here, let me get my pointer. So they lost, dark blue indicates 20. So let's see, in infantries alone there, 111 infantry they lost. And with our tanks, they lost 22 tanks, 22 artilleries, 13 mechanized units, 7 AA guns, and a total of 28 in convoy and factory damages they had to repair. 28. They lost 2 bombers, 11 fighters, 6 dive bombers, and they're shipping lost a battleship, a cruiser, an aircraft carrier, a destroyer. Let's see, 7 transports, and 9 subs. Oh, as I indicated, 1,023 IPC total unit IPC losses in marks. So let's go for Japan. Well, Japan in this run they lost 50 in IPCs, and so it puts them up to 680 yens. 680 yens. Going to the 600 club. I think they'd be in second place in overall in IPC losses in your units. So let's see what they lost. Infantries, they lost, let me see, 20, 30, 35. 38 troops that are lost, along with 5 tanks. And let's see, 9 artilleries, 3 mechs, 3 AA guns, a factory even that was built in China, up to China, Chinese coast. I forgot which territory, but as rules indicate, since China took it over, the factory is automatically destroyed. So it goes towards their IPC losses as well. And let's see, in convoy damages is a lot. 31 in convoy damages. They had to suffer. 31. Oh, baby. That is a lot. Let's see, they lost 8 dive bombers, 5 fighters, 1 bomber, 2 battleships. I believe it's 9 destroyers, 5 carriers, 4 subs, 3 cruisers. In case I said it wrong, these are destroyers that were lost, not cruisers. If I said that wrong. And 4 transports that were lost. Like I said, 680 yens. Total IPC losses in units, combat units. Okay, now let's see. We're Italy now. They lost 55 in Berlin in this round in total IPC losses. Puts them up to 293, just shy of 300 in liras, total IPC losses. So let's see what they lost. Where are you? Okay, right there. So let's see, it's 20. I think that's 30. Yeah, it's 30. 30 troops lost. 4 tanks. 6 artilleries. I believe it's 3 mechs. And 4 of their AA guns. 3 of their fighters. 1 bomber. Your battleship, 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers, I believe it was, and 3 transports lost. Very good. And they're only left with 1 sub in the Baltics. So they did better than Germany in surviving. So like I said, it's 293 liras in total IPC losses combat units. 12 rounds of war. So let's go to the Allies now. Who's first in their units lost? Yeah, they lost a total of 295 in this round. In IPC losses in round 12. 209 of that was in Berlin alone. So that puts them up to $733 loss. So actually they're even more up than Japan in losses. So disregard what I said about Japan being second in line. Actually, the United States was second in line in IPC losses. Let's see what they lost. Let's see, 10, 20, 25, 27 troops they lost. Oh, look at all those tanks. 21 tanks lost. 8 artilleries. 3 mechs. Yeah, they had to repair damage to Normandy factory when they wanted to build out of it, but they couldn't. So 6, and I see damages to a factory they had to repair. Let's see, it's 4 dive bombers, 5 bombers, 11 fighters lost, and a battleship, 4 carriers, 2 cruisers, 9 destroyers, 9 subs, oh baby, and 4 transports lost. So, like I said, 733 loss in this war. So, let's see. Let's go to... second in line in total IPCs for the loss for the Allies is the Russians at 609. So that puts them, I believe, in third place, if I'm not mistaken. Behind fourth place in total IPC losses. He lost 260 going into Berlin in IPC losses. All in Berlin they lost. Puts them on 609 in the rubles loss in this game. So let's see what they lost. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 5, 40 troops lost. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41 tanks. Oh. 25, 29 mechs. Aye. 3 artilleries. We had to repair what? 13 damages to their bombed out factory. They had to repair. 13 IPCs worth. 2 AA guns. 4 dive bombers. 2 of their fighters. Cruiser. And 2 submarines lost. Aye. It is a lot. So, like I said, 609 rubles lost in this war. But it was all good in a good effort. Let's go to the Warden's Britain. He lost 54 in the Battle of Berlin. Oh, there were troops, so that nothing to him. He's left all that in Berlin still. So that puts him into the 400 club at 418 pounds. Lost 12 rounds of war. Let's see what he lost. Let's see, it's 10, 20, 30, 40. I think it's 43 troops. 9 tanks. 9 artilleries, 3 mechs, 1 AA gun, 3 fighters, 2 battleships, carrier, 4 destroyers, 4 transports, 3 cruisers. But it'd be number 1. And going up there, I think it was 34. I might have said 24, but it's 34 IPC loss. IPC the units they went up. So that's the one. Number 1 indicates that they're number 1 in doing the best in IPC gangs. 34. Dang, was that right? 34, 28, 24 or 34, whatever. I gotta press the issue. So, very good, Warden. 418 pounds. See, now the British Far East Command, I lost. Didn't lose anything in this round. Didn't do any battles because the war's over. So it puts me at $237 in losses. IPC loss. Let's see what I lost in this war. I lost 15 troops, 1 tank, 11 mechs, 6 artilleries, 2 AA guns, 2 fighters, battleship, cruiser, sub, 5 transports, and a destroyer. Very good, me. Now for the French. I had to fire my accountant. Bookkeeping, it was, I said 100 before in Frank's loss, but it was actually 111 losses in this war and IPC losses. So as well as getting their capital back, that's right, 19 IPCs, it lost 16 troops, 1 tank, 3 artilleries, an AA gun, 2 fighters, cruiser, and a destroyer. So, very good. Yeah. And building some aircrafts just for funsies too. Well, some troops in Europe and a couple shipping in Season 112. So let's see what China's lost. So at 78, so they're the only one that they're not even into the 100 club, below 100. So whenever they do that, you know the Allies are going to win this one. So let's see what they lost. They lost 22 troops, 3 artilleries. And look at that mess of infantries and artilleries there. Oh, with their Flying Tiger. Ugh. Like I said, the last few, I think 3, 4, 5 rounds, haven't been doing anything but building. Oh, I think I like this. China going first. And I think Japan would have done better if, as Warden indicated his British video, last video. I think Japan would have done better if London would have fallen. That's the other reason why LT went after Australia at the time. But communication wasn't coordinated with Japan and Germany at the time of ENDERMAN 103. But that's neither here or there. The war is over, and I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did, and I'm sure the participants did as well. And so in my after I finish this video, in my comments list, I'm gonna list down all the casualties, and that'll take a while, so bear with me if you watch this video right away. It'll take some time in putting it down. I'll put it in my comments section. What? Oh, baby. Nice. So, that's it from the Limits Playhouse. So, I hope you tune in our next YouTube game. I don't know when that is, but I know definitely one's going to be next year of the BBR rules. That's me, the Warden, definitely going to play, as well as Grandmaster Bird. That'll be somewhere in January, I believe, after the holidays. We'll be starting that one. And I believe an open invitation to all these players here, as well as War Pig, definitely. Since he gifted me that beautiful map. There's a BBR. So, no living out.